Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Apple, apple, apple.
Throwing Jones.
He's got Bellinger. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down, New York.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Half 18,
Second and
half
10.
18.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. 49ers, nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 43-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Runs over him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Purdy.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Purdy on 3rd down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Go Cyclones! Go Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Jones now to throw on 2nd down.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First down by Hyatt, and with him, you know exactly what you're getting. A massive amount of speed that can take the lid off of any defense. Still has work to do, but with his gifts, Hyatt has a clear wide receiver 1 upside.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, triple right, Pacino! Triple right, Pacino! Cockroach! Cockroach! Cockroach!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Running free at the 45. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 36-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Why shift to cruise? Why shift to cruise? Great, 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 great.
Now Jones on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, Barkley running left. Oh, good move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Flick right, flick right, flick right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
North salad.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Triple right for Tino. Triple right for Tino. Watch it.
Jones gonna throw on third and goal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
Ooh, with a juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. Now you got to a really nice game.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 5. Here's Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Still going.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point,
and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here's Jamie Gillen now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on...
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Purdy bootlegging it.
He'll buy some time right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the
touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Barkley now on the handoff, but this will go the other way. It's a reverse.
And he sheds a tackle. Then he's got some space.
And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
There at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Purdy now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got room
Down the right sideline.
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pick up of 6.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. To throw is Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the
Here's first and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth-quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Jones. Connects with Slayton. Powers through.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
Up the middle with Barkley.
Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's first down. To throw is Jones.
Flush to his right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down in a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Okay, here we go.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Purdy to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
They'll come up now on second down. Purdy with one final shot here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up